Oh, I pick out some damn good music. All right, so since Brucey is not here and I've always wanted to do this, let's get this show started the right way, shall we? Me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Top Rope Wrestling Talk proudly presents to you their most dynamic podcast duo in the world. Baby Yoda, Grandma Wendy, the South Philly Psycho himself, Dom. The middle-aged outlaw. How's it going tonight, homegirl?
It is good. It is good, my man. How are you?
I'm all right. I can't believe I just did that with strep throat, but okay, we're doing.
You did good.
I think it was legit, and I love that unicorn mug.
Unicorn Mug loves you.
We have an affair behind my wife's back. Well, as you can see, we are down to the dynamic duo because Jose is well probably, and Bruce is actually coaching kids football, which is like, oh, like wow, dude. Like, really? You coach kids football? Like, yeah, I'm all about that shit, man. I love my kids. I'm so good. I'm like, oh, maybe it's true. He really,
I am better than you.
like, he really is. He really might be. I'm so sick of Fullberry Scars from because of him and that other guy. But he really might be.
Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, wow, so good for you, Bruce. We will see you in the near future, but for tonight, the Thursday Night Delight is back, and we are here with you, and we have a ton of stuff. We even have something new to add to this wonderfully high-budget show slash podcast that we do. The Wheel of Topics, which is basically, it's a nice mix of stuff we haven't talked about and stuff that Wendy or myself wanted to get to, but it would either get Jose mad or Bruce wouldn't shut up, or both.
86.
Jose's mad and Bruce won't shut up.
Either or and, you know.
It's a little bit of column A and B. I'm not gonna lie here, but we I know you can't see because it's a little dark back here, but I have our nice little wheel of topics next to me, and I am just going to grab and spin like so, and we're gonna come up on some good shit. I swear to God. Like for instance, it lands on fun fact. Right off the bat, this is cool. For those of you that don't know and don't follow us on Twitter at Top Rope WT, check us out. We're cool. Dustin Rhodes, the man behind my shirt, I know you can't see in front of the mic, but Dustin Rhodes, after his match with Sammy Guevara last week, has now wrestled in 5 different decades. 5!
That's an insane career, man.
80s, 90s, 2000s, 10s, and 20s.
Yep. What would you say is your favorite match of his, if I may interrupt?
Oh, you know what? It wasn't a great match, but they had a whole thing. It was like a backlot brawl, and it was Goldust versus Roddy Piper. Like right after like maybe about a year or so after he debuted, and Goldust tried to run Roddy down in a big gold Cadillac, and they brawled. And it was insane. That was probably, just off the top of my head, that's the one that always sticks out. How about you? What do you got?
He was that 18-wheeler match that WCW had him do.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember who it was against, but I will never forget how ridiculous and outlandish that idea was. And they're literally in the back of an 18-wheeler that's on the road, just tumbling, trying to wrestle. It was ridiculous.
They're like trying to grab each other. Boom.
Yeah. And it's like
I remember it too. I can't remember who it was against.
I can't
Oh,
either. Oh my god.
oh,
Research.
that's gonna kill me now. But
Research.
WCW had some crazy ideas for matches. Like, don't get me wrong, when they did War Games and they had like the double ring and double cage, like that was cool. But then they decided to do a War Chamber, which was like a cage on top of a
That's
cage on top of a cage.
ridiculous. Oh my god.
It was like, man, if one tiny screw breaks loose, like everybody's dead. Just it's gonna make it's gonna make Mick Foley look tame. Is what. Like,
It was the Blacktop Bully, King of the Road match, is what it was.
yes. I knew it was something bully, and I couldn't remember what. I was like, it's not Bully Ray. I know that.
We'll have to post this on the Facebook page at some point.
But these wheels got some good stuff on it. We're
Yeah.
gonna definitely get into it, especially since we can actually talk, since nobody else is here.
Stop interrupting, Dom.
Wait, what was that about? I don't know if you guys watched last week, and I don't want to get, I don't want to like make it seem like he's a bad guy. But Wendy was giving an answer to a question, and I'm sitting there and I'm just kind of like, and I'm like formulating an opinion, and all of a sudden Bruce busts in and he's like, Dom, shut up, Wendy's talking. While Wendy's talking. And I'm like, did you just interrupt Wendy to tell me not to interrupt Wendy?
That shit was funny, bro.
I love you, bro, but I had to do it. I couldn't help myself.
Because that was hysterical.
I really couldn't help myself. I had to bring it up. It was hilarious. I could not say it. All right, so before we just completely shit on Bruce for the next 45 minutes, why don't we try spinning the wheel again and see what else we come up with? Everybody ready? We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. I'm so sorry it's dark in here. Here we go. It didn't work. One more time. Hang on this step. There it goes. We land on. Oh, worst of. Ooh.
Bum, bum.
Damn it, you beat me to it. Okay, I'm just gonna do.
And my
All right. What was the worst promotion of 2019? Wow. Worst wrestling company. I've brought them up a lot. I hate to do it again, but I have to because it was just a train wreck. Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I was gonna say the not so honorable Ring of Honor.
Ring of not so honorable at all. Like, we concussed you and we're not doing shit and you're fired. Or
Yeah.
we're texting people saying that this person can't draw, we're not bringing this asshole back and everything else. And then when he fights us, we're going to fire his ass too.
Like steeped and consumed in controversy. It was a rough year for them.
Hence why there were like 22 people at Final Battle. I mean, I'm trying to come up with something. Maybe a close runner-up would be like that independent promotion that's kind of owned by the original MJF, Alberto Del Rio.
Oh yeah.
The one where he decided he was going to defend his old spinner WWE championship against Tito and his old Ortiz and his old UFC championship. They were pretty bad too, but
and they should feel bad about it too.
But yeah, I mean, Ring of Honor still got him beat, and that pains me. Like, even just
Would save Ring of Honor, like just shutting down its doors entirely, or just overhauling management.
I think it would be one of those situations where like maybe you try and overhaul a management first, because they still have a lot of talent and they still have a lot of fans. Like, I'm trying to be one of them, and then the more I hear, the more I'm just like, oh no.
Helped NWA, like the overhauling management really like revamped and revived them. So it worked for ROH.
It seems to have worked for Impact.
It's worked for it's worked.
Even though they had to do it 3 or 4 times over.
Sometimes the first time doesn't work. You got to try and try again till it actually takes. I
mean, it makes me sicker to think of Ring of Honor the way they are. Like, I just went from strep throat to full blown pneumonia. Like, just thinking about Ring of Honor.
It's bad. They should feel bad about it too.
They should. They don't, but they should. It's just
They just want it. Like, yeah, okay, so we're screw ups. You're gonna watch us anyways. But it's like, no, we're not. We're not.
okay. Well, now that we've gotten on that, let's get back to the wheel. See what else we can come up with.
Spin it, dumb.
Spinning away. Oh, this is a good one too. The topic is Double Impact,
Ooh.
which is not just a crappy movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme anymore. If you grew up in the '90s, and Dennis Rodman apparently,
Oh, that's right. Rodman was in that one.
right? Oh, so bad.
Yeah.
But this is actually better because this comes from Top Rope Wrestling Talk's biggest mark ever, Evil Evan. And he asked us 2 questions about Impact. So I put them under one topic. First question being, who will make a bigger, shall we say, impact in 2020? Moose or Jordan Grace? Baby Yoda, have it.
Because we have so many people to pick from.
I keep going first. I'm trying to be a gentleman. I'm sorry.
Fair. How gentlemanly of you, sir. I'm gonna go with Jordan Grace. Moose is good. Don't get me wrong. You know, the man's talented, built like a brick shithouse and all. But
Yeah.
Jordan has a little bit more of something, and I don't just mean like
That
assets.
That overabundant backside, that gluteus ultra maximus.
It's beautiful in person.
Yeah. Wait, is my wife? Oh yeah.
He's definitely got to quote RuPaul, the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. And I think she'll definitely make a big splash in 2019. And I really hope, as much as I love ODB, and as much as I love La Huerta Loca, I'm hoping she wins that title.
I just want to remind you that this is 2020. You said 19.
How bad? And there's nothing.
That's okay.
This is just tea. Lord have mercy.
It's early in the year. We'll get used to it. I don't want to. See, I'm gonna say Jordan Grace makes the biggest impact, and not just because of everything you said, but like again, I really think this Sunday she's coming out of there with the Knockouts Championship.
Oh yeah, she's definitely coming out with
So
gold.
immediately she's made a bigger impact than Moose.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against him. I mean, he's come a long way since he got there, and he's gotten into much better shape than before he showed up. Like when he came in like ROH and then beginning of Impact, he was kind of dumpy. He was kind of like, I mean, he was big, but he was also kind of just chunky. And he's really, I don't know if he's like got the Ken Shamrock or got Ken Shamrock as like a personal trainer or something, but he got like, and now he really is a brick shit house. So I like him. I don't love him. He's
I agree with that.
I think he's gonna do pretty well going forward into 2020. But if Jordan wins the Knockouts Championship like 2 days from now. And depending on how long she keeps it, I mean that's bigger impact. It's that's simple. That's not even Steiner math. That's simple. That's really simple math. Now, the second question he sent us was a keep it or kill it, and it goes like this, and I'm gonna try to get through it without laughing because just a mental picture, but I think it's a good question anyway. Falaba will win the X Division title in 2020. Keep it or kill it. I almost did. I'm not laughing at the question. We're gonna let ladies go first here. Have your.
I want to keep it because of the humor behind it. It would be great. I think it would elevate him also as a performer. And he could probably do some good stuff with that,
Oh, so you're actually keeping it? Okay, I thought you were gonna. You flipped me around. I thought you were gonna say, but you know what? Kill it. Never mind. We're gonna.
I want it.
Awesome!
Yeah. Considering I don't know who's gonna come out of Hard to Kill with the X Division title. I don't know if it's gonna be, Trey or if Ace Austin is going to be able to stop looking at his mom long enough to get the win. But whoever does, Falaba could squash, and I mean that literally, in about 8 seconds. So given the opportunity, I think he could do it. Fuck it, I'm keeping it too.
Oh yeah, let's keep it.
Awesome!
I came to play. Oh, speaking of play, I guess we'll spin this wheel again one more time and see where we get. Ah, ooh, and this was actually from yesterday and caused a little controversy, but the topic is how many swerves is a swerve? Because, again, with Jose not here, we can talk about John Moxley, and we won't have to hear "burn the hobo with fire" or "he's still Dean Ambrose" or whatever with his clown nose and cheap shirt. No.
His wish shirts.
So, obviously, the end of Dynamite last night, we had Moxley's response to Jericho's request to come to the inner circle. They have cookies and cars and bubbly and lisps and vlogging and little poster boards shouting out Salma Hayek, who by the way, Sammy, we finally agree on something. Cause damn.
Nope.
In the immortal words of the Animaniacs, hello, nurse.
Nurse.
But in the process, I mean, he really made you look and think for a good minute that he was going to join up. And then once he got the keys to the car in his hand, and once he got a little bubbly in him, that all changed with a bottle to Jericho's head. Just blah. Oh, it was great. And so many people were like, oh my God, it took so long. Oh my God, it took so long. Oh my God. I'm like, okay, they had till 10 o'clock. You got someplace to be? Like, it's called letting you marinate. If I sit here and I'm like, oh, I got a big surprise. Surprise coming. Surprise is coming. You're like, let it out. I'm like, no, it's coming. That's letting you marinate.
No, it was definitely good how they did it and just played it out and just drew it. Even my ADHD was like, I think I can wait. I can do this.
Right. It was one of those things. It was one of those things that I guess if you're like me, if you're a fan of How I Met Your Mother, you just got Barney in the back of your head going, "Wait for it."
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I think I put that up in our thread too. The little GIF of Barney saying that, like I was like, "It's coming."
It came really well too.
And from there, we also had a bunch of people that were talking about how this was, including maybe somebody near and dear to Wendy, that this was a double swerve. Was it really though?
I mean, at first I was like, oh damn, like he did it. And then when he was like, "Lol, JK, not joining," I was like, oh damn, he got him. So
Right, that's the swerve.
Like, so was this like a double swerve? And my dude's like, no, if you think it's a double swerve, you're an idiot. I'm like, well, I guess I'm an idiot then. Well, you married a moron. Like, what do you want me to tell you?
I mean, she's gonna hate me. I don't even know if I want to say this. I might have to stop this show like right after I answer this question. But he's not wrong. Because there really was just one swerve. It was him saying, "Yeah, I'll join you. Yeah, I'll join you. Yeah, I'll join you. Give me the keys. Yeah, I'm joining you." Oh, psych! Bam! There's your swerve. That was it. It was one swerve. Now, I will defend you a little bit and say you're not an idiot to think it was a double swerve because it took so long. It looked like he kept coming back to the mic like, "Oh yeah, I'm joining you," and then he run away, and then, "Oh yeah, I'm joining you," and then he run away, and then he go get the keys, and then swerve. But so it might have felt like it, but there was just one. It's not like you're an idiot if you think there was two, but there was just one.
Right. Okay. I see the logic there. Yeah. I mean, I guess I was thinking double swerve because it was like first he got us, the audience, like, oh, I guess he did it. And then he was like, "Lol, JK," and was like, "Nope, did not do it. Swerve on them." Like, so does that make it double because he got us and then he got them? But no, I see it now. I see how it's a single. Okay, it's a single. It's a single swerve.
it's a whole it's a full encompassing.
You were like, whoa, kind of
I
swerve.
mean, I was afraid she was just gonna just all kinds of fingers and stuff you're supposed to do with fingernails. Like she was talking about, like, boo boo. What the fuck are you saying? Like,
I should up.
oh no, that's so sad. But yeah, and by the way, what I said, Jose's not wrong. I meant her husband, not our co-host. There
Yeah,
is a
not
difference.
Jose, not group Jose.
Yeah, there's group Jose with the clown nose that you see, and then there's her husband who you don't see. And we love you, Jose.
We love all the Jose's.
All the Jose's of the world, the Jose on the show, the Mr. Wendy,
Should we just
the
differentiate?
Cuervo. We love all.
Should we differentiate them with like Mexican Jose and Puerto Rican Jose, or is that too much?
It's not for me. I know some people, they're just like, woo.
Sure.
But they show Jose and
Jose?
hubby Jose. All right. Well, I'm glad we got through that without me dying and the show just going black and just. Whee.
Happy to kill you later.
Oh shit! Swerve my ass out of here. Okay.
Cigarettes.
All right. So that was fun. I enjoyed that. We're gonna go back and we're gonna hit the wheel one more time.
Spin that wheel.
Come on. There we go. Damn thing sticks. All right. This is a bit of a some topic. Doomsday. Oh my god. Oh, it didn't. The oh my god didn't work. That's not cool. One more time. Doomsday. Shout out to ECW. We love you, Joey Styles. Now that worked, I know it sounds bad, but it's not as bad as it may sound, because this topic has to do with a man who's pretty big in the wrestling industry, probably a lot bigger than us, to be honest, for some reason. And that is the man behind the Wrestling Observer and all the little rumors and dirt sheets, Uncle Dave Meltzer. And he let out a noxious fart. I mean, a tweet on. I'm gonna say right after the last episode of 2019 of Dynamite, when the ratings came out and it was like a deadlock tie, and he said something along the lines, because I don't have the tweet up, but paraphrasing, he said, "If this is all AEW can muster, they are doomed in the near future. Mark my words." Now, since then, AEW has come back, of course. They've had a couple of weeks in 2020, couple of Dynamites. The first one got 967,000 viewers, and he responded, of course, with, well, NXT didn't have a live show. Okay, this week they did. The ratings are in, and AEW once again had close to 950,000 viewers, which was by far better than NXT's 721,000. Which means that if you're counting along at home, we have basically nine wins for AEW, 4 for NXT, 1 tie. Not counting last week because NXT wasn't live.
Yeah.
So I think these reports of AEW's demise might have been a little premature.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. I wonder every now and then if Uncle Davey is a little bit premature.
Ah! I think it's funny though, because wasn't he like all over the Young Bucks nuts for the longest and was like, these guys are great, and now he's like,
oh yeah, all over Young Bucks, all over on Talk Is Jericho all the time, giving stories about like Eddie Guerrero and all this other stuff. And actually, I actually liked him at that point. And then all of a sudden, he just started going off the rails. Yeah. And I don't mind listening to him talk about wrestling history. I do mind a lot of his reports, because most of them are like part fantasy and part crap.
Yeah.
To crap.
Like, corny drinking the same water, and y'all are like, blah, 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 blah. Like, what's going on? You know?
Like doomsday, kayfabe. Ridiculous.
Nothing.
For instance, I can't remember. It was the Street Profits debut on Raw. They were having a 6-man tag match.
Yes.
Meltzer reported that was the night that John Morrison was going to debut.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, now John Morrison just debuted like last Friday, not even a week ago. The Profits debut was like back in like October.
Yep.
So that gives you an idea of how accurate this man is.
Meltzer was like, yo, he's going to debut, and then Morrison was like, no, you guys, like, I haven't signed anything. I'm gonna stay where I'm at, like, nothing's happening. And everybody was
my
like,
contract, because I've been busy doing like parkour and getting my hair right and queuing the fan. Exactly. I mean, he's supposed to be on Miz TV tomorrow. That should be pretty cool. I'm gonna check out SmackDown regardless. I don't know why.
I'm gonna watch it. I don't know what I'm doing to myself.
But yeah, it's I just can we just not, like, can people just not bring to me, oh well, Dave Meltzer reported, because
I think anything he says with a grain of salt. It could literally be snowing outside, and Dave Meltzer could tell me, hey, Wendy, look, it's snowing. And I tell him, you're full of it. There's nothing happening. Choke on it.
I'd sooner believe it's summer right now and it's January. I had to get that in. It was so silly. And people were actually defending him, and that was even sillier. I was just like, oh my God. Like, did you...
Oh, you're always going to have morons.
Did you all eat paint chips as a kid? Just
as Hope would say, Muppets.
I need a Muppet thing, like a
really do
like something, like some kind of soundbite. Just hi-yo, Kermit the Frog here. Oh man! All right, let's move on from that, and let's spin the wheel, and let's see if we can come up with something better.
Spin over anytime.
Hey, didn't stick. The Pope's blessing. Did we just get all? I feel like we're ripping off Jeremiah Constantine's bit now. May the light of the Lord shine upon thee. Shout out, by the way. I love you. He's a cool dude. Subscribe to his shit too. This goes back to all the way to the Pope, or Elijah Burke's debut on NWA. He discussed in his promo bringing back the Four Horsemen, which NWA actually has the trademark to.
Yes.
That's why WWE came back with Evolution, because they couldn't use. Okay? So after he brought that up, he posted a nice tweet, and that tweet said, name 3 wrestlers, either in the company or independent wrestlers across the globe, that you would like to see join me as part of the Four Horsemen. And this is a good, tough question. I've probably replaced and erased 6 or 7 people by now.
Do you want to go first, since you have a better answer, probably?
Yeah, I see. I already know what the Pope's about. Like, he's a smooth talker. He's kind of an athlete. I'm actually hoping he gets back in the ring, because he said he needed 3 people, not 4. So he's not looking to manage this. He's looking to get in the ring, which I'm like, yes. So we've got Pope already, and he's kind of he's not small, he's not big, but he's athletic and flashy and stuff like that. So he makes a good one. I'm thinking they need 2 big guys and maybe one other guy kind of along the lines of Pope, kind of talented, flashy, but not too flashy because it's NWA. I'm gonna go with first and foremost, a guy that I probably haven't brought up on this show before, but I absolutely love, and he's an amazing follow on Twitter, and that is the Meat Castle himself, Alex Hammerstone. He's gonna be like the big muscle belt. But not only that, if you watch his matches in MLW and even PCW, like Mutiny every week on YouTube, that man is fucking amazing. Like, he's not just a big muscle bound dude like, ooh, smash you. Like, he has a drop kick that makes Kazuchika Okada say damn. Like, I don't care if it's standing or missile drop kick off the top. Like, he is crazy athletic. He's got some crazy moves. He even came out with a new one. It's kind of like an underhook double arm suplex that he calls the spinal countdown, which I think is great. Because I'm just picturing that song in my head now. I even think I mentioned this on Twitter, like where you could just sit there. As soon as he pulls it, you could just be like, "It's the spinal countdown," you know, just in the keyboards. So that'd be one. Another guy who I've actually kind of gone back and forth with a little bit on Twitter. His fan club kind of loves us, and they're out there pushing for him. So I'm gonna throw this in, and I'm gonna say, Mr. Pectacular himself, the man that Pope named the modern Adonis, Jesse Godderz. I mean, the dude was actually looking good on Impact before he left, and then he's just kind of been bouncing around and going here and there, and he hasn't really stuck anywhere. I think he'd be a perfect fit in NWA and in the Horsemen. And last but not least is a guy that Bruce and I love that we're actually trying to get on the show, and that would be Christian Casanova. He is a crazy wrestler. He does a lot of stuff for Limitless and around the Boston area. He does a lot of intergender matches. He has a ton of crazy moves, but not crazy enough where you disqualify him from the NWA. Not where like Jim Cornette would say, "Hey, no flipping and flopping and blah blah blah." But even if he did, fuck him. We need some new blood. We need something, we need something to spice this up just here and there, just a little bit. And he'd come in and do that. So that would probably be my four, like the three to go along with the Pope. Like that just seems like a cool little
Yeah, that sounds like a good group right there. I keep crossing out names here on my
still writing down and crossing out while I'm talking, and I'm trying to give her all the time in the world.
My first pick would be with that beautiful, beautiful mullet, Flying Brian Pillman.
Oh, Junior himself, yes.
Yes, because he's got the flash, mullet. He could totally do it. Another one I'd love, amazing in the ring, beautiful, beautiful move set, incredible to watch him wrestle. The one and only Matt Cross himself. This man can do some amazing things. He's fast, he's agile, he can fly, he can do so many submission moves. The man is
he's
watch. It's art. He does art in the ring.
Yeah.
Incredible.
He really does. I can't knock it.
And
one more.
One more. Why am I holding two? One. I swear I can count. I've only had tea. I went local. I don't know how far out he's been. I've only seen him around this area, but then again, I don't go out of Nova much, to be honest, to see wrestling. I do hope to change that this year, though. Looking at you, Pennsylvania. Ace Eric Royal. Big guy, strong, amazing, very charismatic. He connects with the audience well. I think he would fit in nicely with this.
Yeah, isn't he? Oh, what is? He's like the champion of. Is it Crab?
Yes, he is.
Okay, yeah, I know him because he trained my man Buddy Flowers, so I know him because I know
Ace Eric Royal. Yeah, he's awesome. I like him.
No, that's I'm impressed with him.
Yowie wowie!
I've been waiting to use that. Bruce even asked for it. Well, there it is.
Oh Lord, not the yowie wowie.
He's the one that thought the record scratch was a zipper. I was like, what?
He has a zipper. Do you not?
Why would I have a zipper? Like, am I telling you, like, somebody put something in his mouth, my zipper stuck. Like, why would I have a zipper? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh God. Okay. Okay, before we get too X-rated, why don't we spin this wheel?
Internet.
Hey, it's working again. Yay! Wow, another dark subject that may not be as dark when you think, but the topic is, did the apocalypse come? Like, really, did the apocalypse?
Half the world's on fire and the other half is flooding. It happened.
World
This is
War
the
Three. I
This
mean,
is the root cause.
and on top of all that, if you want to know if the apocalypse is coming or not, look no further than the reports that Jim Cornette just said something nice about AEW.
That's the seventh seal, y'all. The
Like-
world's over.
Okay, we're fucked. There's that zipper again.
Frank and beans.
I mean, really, like, oh God, Franks and beans. Oh, don't make me snort on a recording. I'm like trying not to do it. I'm like, but yeah, Jim Cornette this week. I got to be honest. It baffled me so much that I didn't even look to see what he said. But headline on an article: Jim Cornette praises AEW, and I'm like,
I was so shocked. I was like, I don't think I can open this article. I'm gonna have to keep scrolling.
now I
20
again, my mind just got scrambled, and I've been sick, and I apologize, guys. But I think it was because obviously AEW was just in Memphis, and they did a whole big tribute to legends of Memphis, guys like Randy Savage's father and brother. And the list went on. Lance Russell, who was a great commentator back in the day, tremendous talent. They even had his former partner at the table doing commentary for one of the matches. Dave something. I'm sorry, guys. Again, I'm all on antibiotics and shit. I apologize. I should probably be a little more prepared, but I've been too busy coughing and hacking. Among other things, you don't even want me to tell you what my son.
Going to the poop skis.
No, we don't need to go through all those poop skis. We'd be here all night. So I apologize, but it just blew my mind, and I'm thinking like everybody's talking about, is this the end of the world because we got the fires, we got the wars, we got this and that, and then I see this, and I'm like, oh shit! I hope everybody had a good life because it's over now. Thanks, Jimbo.
It was nice knowing.
By the way, can we bring up a little bonus about that him suing the person that came out with the Jim Clownette T-shirt? I mean, really, after everything you've done and whined about and bitched about, somebody comes out with a T-shirt that's actually funny, and you're like, I'm suing.
Of course he's suing. I mean, it's fucking corny. Are we surprised?
Sadly, no, not at all. And on top of that, it also a little bonus on Did the Apocalypse Come? I've been bringing up Vince Russo lately and all this stuff with AEW.
Oh.
I saw another tweet from him today. And that tweet says somebody actually did respond to him. He does not say who. Here's the best part. He's always said this isn't for publicity or money or anything like that, right? He's going to tell everyone that paid for his Patreon service on his podcast who responded. So this isn't about money, but pay $5 and I'll tell you who responded.
That's stupid.
Fucking apocalypse. I mean, seriously, like you a month at least. I've got these great ideas. Cody Rhodes, Tony Khan, get back to me. You have 2 days, blah, blah, blah. Oh, somebody responded to me. And the whole time, this is not about money. This is not about publicity. This is not about but if you paid to listen to me, I'll tell you. Nobody else.
Here it is. Yes, somebody did contact me from within the wrestling business to get my opinion with a capital O. It seems like there are some that don't have egos but do have brains. I will reveal today exclusively to our $5 Patreon tier members. And then there's the Patreon link.
Mm-hmm. You know who responded? ROH.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I'm sorry. I had to do it. Fuck. I mean, God. Why? Why?
I even have a straw near me to give to Vince Russo with his target.
Oh my God! If you give out a straw tonight, I gotta find one. I'm gonna like run to the kitchen and grab a straw. Here, here.
I tell Vince Russo, take this straw. You know who wants your opinion? Me, and because I'm about to give it to you. Take this straw and just use it to suck the farts out my asshole, and there's your opinion, Vince Russo.
Our collective asshole.
All of it, all of our collective asshole.
My son's collective asshole, and he's got mud butt. No, I'm kidding. Oh.
Oh, Wendy now.
see, this is what happens when nobody else is here.
When there's no one to control us.
I mean, poor Bruce, last week when he saw, you, he was like, oh, and I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm used to that.
This is me in all my glory. You're welcome.
It really is great, though. All right, so we still have a couple little topics left here and there. Let's give the wheel a spin. Ah, okay. Here's something I've been trying to get to since like beginning of December because we actually posted it on our Twitter and our Facebook. We put up polls and we asked you, our fans, our group members, our loyal followers, to tell us who you thought was Wrestler of the Year. And the nominees were Adam Cole, Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho, the champion. I like him a lot. I'm sorry. It's just
A little bit of the bubbly.
And last but not least, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Or if you listen to the English commentary on New Japan at Wrestle Kingdom, his name is Kazuchida. That's the whole weekend. Kazuchida Okada.
Cotter? Oh, Jesus.
Okada, because it's a British dude. Mostly it's a British dude saying it, but then everybody else, like Kevin Kelly and everybody else, is Kazuchida. His name is Kazuchika. It's like, remember when we were talking about Lana and how she couldn't really say Rusev? Nobody calling Wrestle Kingdom in the 2 nights that this dude was in the ring for like an hour and a half total could say Kazuchika.
Apparently, some people didn't grow up watching anime, and it shows. It really freaking shows.
It's like I feel as if you're gonna be at a table in the Tokyo Dome calling their biggest show of the year.
At least get the names right, man.
Yes, exactly. Number one answer: get the goddamn names right. Anyway, I digress. Woosa. Whoo. Okay. So we asked everyone for their vote, and I'll start at. We'll work our way up to build the suspense a little bit. Sadly, Adam Cole came in last. Sorry,
What?
dude. Yeah, he had 13% of the vote.
Seth Rollins not coming last.
Seth Rollins was second to last. He had 18% of the vote. Like, Twitter loved him. Facebook, not so much. Twitter was like, Seth Rollins, man. It is what it is. I hate to say it like that, but, okay, everybody's got their own. But Seth Rollins, second to last. Our runner-up, which I get, was the champion.
A little bit of the bubbly.
He had 25%. And again, was kind of going to AEW and not having a show till like May. It's kind of tough to make up for that. But our winner, our Top Rope Wrestling's Wrestler of the Year for 2019 was none other than the Rainmaker himself, Kazuchika Okada. And by the way, this is big in Wrestle Kingdom too, because there's like 40,000 people, but like something crazy happens and you hear 40,000 golf claps. It's so cool though. I'm not knocking it. I love it. I love the golf claps. I love all the yeah. I love all the masks in the crowd, like all the Japanese people with their masks on, because either they're sick and they don't want to get anybody else sick, or they don't want to get the germs. So you have like twice the amount of people. Like if you take a shot for every person with a mask, you're dead by the end of the day.
You're dead.
Dead. But it's very cool. I love New Japan. Congratulations, Kazuchika. It's well deserved. I mean, even though he lost his titles at Wrestle Kingdom, he had a damn good year. Like headline Madison Square Garden, had some amazing matches. Like just yes, congratulations. You deserved it. I've been trying to get that out there. I think we put it up at like the beginning of December. And every time I was like, hey, do we want to, go over the results for Wrestler of the Year? Bruce like, no, we're going to talk about Big Papa Pump.
We're going to talk about other things.
I have something to say. It's like, man, okay, I guess we'll just it got to the point where it was up online and on our social medias for so long that like the vote stopped. Because like everybody that could possibly see it saw it. And the results had not changed in weeks. And I'm like, hey, can we do that? No. Well, we just did. Because, we're not going to put something out there for you guys and then not give you the results. We love our fans. That's the thing. So, all right, we have... Well, I guess I'll spin the wheel again, even though there's only one topic, because I like spinning the wheel. It's fun! Go, baby, go! I hope it lands on the topic. If it doesn't, I'm not even going to look. Because it seems like our last topic is some actual, factual breaking news. Oh my, what could it be? And this breaking news is actually about us. Wendy, would you like to fill everybody in on the new developments of...
All right, y'all. So Thursday Night Delight is moving to Sunday nights. Certain people, Brucey, have other obligations, which is understandable. I'm not hating.
No.
I can't
Poke
hate.
them kids, dude. Go get them, Ravens.
I have other obligations as well. I have Murder Mystery Book Club, like someone's grandma. They don't call me Grandma Wendy for nothing. So, he's got other things going on, and et cetera, blurp, 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 blurp. So, Sunday nights, y'all. Catch us on Sundays.
Yeah, I mean, we'll still be with you. And I know right now, somewhere, when he sees this, Evil Evan is just going to be sitting back like... Because he waits for us. I'm gonna slightly... I won't break the fourth wall, but I'm just going to peek and let you in. We were thinking about doing this, and then I'm sick, and Wendy's tired as hell, had a tough week. And we were just talking about putting this off, and then Evan gets a hold of me and texts me, because he has my number, and he says, man, I know you guys are going to kill it tonight. Get out there and do your thing, bro. And I'm like, oh, yeah, about that. We're kind of not doing it. And he's like, no. And he was so upset that we actually came on and fought through exhaustion and illness just so he could have something to watch. And even though the four of us will be on Sunday, you may see something like this or some combination of the hosts, whether it be a dynamic duo or maybe we'll even have a three-way racy. Oh, my heart.
Getting a little saucy in here.
I know what you're thinking, audience.
No, God!
No,
God, please!
We don't want to see that. No, but we may come back on a Thursday and just do piece of the show kind of thing, like Wendy and I with the dynamic duo, or maybe we'll get Jose involved. Bruce isn't available, but if we gotta, I'm game to do 2 shows every week. I pretty much do already. Because even when we were shooting Thursday, we would come back and do specials like over the weekend. Like the last one I think was the AEW special. Which, oh, by the way, if you see an AEW group on Facebook with like 70, 80,000 members, do not join. Because those people actually said to us when I tried to submit my podcast, "Oh, well, you can't do it because you guys talk about things other than AEW in your show." I'm like, "All right, I got you." And we made that entire AEW special. We handed out awards, we predicted things, we did all AEW, which is fine. I could talk about it all night. And then I submitted it to him the following day, and the dude said, "Oh, let me check it out and I'll get back to you." And since then, so, yeah, I'm a little salty, but that's for another time. So we've covered pretty much, I think, everything we wanted to cover.
I've got all my notes checked off, so we're good.
Yeah, I've got everything checked. The wheel is empty. We're out, folks. So I'm gonna thank everybody for showing up. Wendy, would you like to tell them where you can find us on social media?
Yes, you can find us on the Facebooks. We are Top Rope Wrestling Talk. On the Twitters, we're Top Rope WT.
Got it.
Yes. You can listen to our podcast wherever podcasts are listened to. So Spotify, Anchor.
Oh yeah, everywhere podcasts are, we are. And if you don't believe us, go to anchor.fm/TRWT. And our website will pop up. You'll see all our episodes there, but at the top of the page, you're going to see a big bar of just podcast platforms. Everywhere you can listen to an audio podcast, we're on it. And of course, if you're watching this here, if you have a problem with anything we said, or if you miss Bruce, or if you're glad we came back, or even if you're sided with Vince Russo and paid that $5, please leave the comments below.
If you agree with Jose that Mox looks like a hobo, put it down there. Put it down there.
Down where?
Down there.
Oh, I haven't been able to do that in a while. So, for Wendy, this is Dom, and on behalf of the Dynamic Duo, hope your week is not so shitty. You have a great weekend. Enjoy SmackDown tomorrow if you can. And come join us for the live thread if you can. And we'll see you Sunday. Peace.